This morning, as I mentioned earlier, it's Scout Sunday, and we have really a tremendous Scout group here at our church. They help out with so much. They different special events are always there, and bless you. And so and so I want to invite the leaders of the Scout troop to come up here and. And first of all, I'm going to turn this over to them a second ago. They're going to invite their scouts to come up. We're going to hear from a few of them and what the scouts mean to them. But it takes a lot of people to help lead our scouts, and they're teaching them so many different valuable lessons. And a lot of it is just community with one another, civic duty, personal pride in their life, and they're learning great skills, incredible skills that are going to last the rest of their life. And we've been interacting with them in different ways recently with our youth group and a different program we're going to tell you about in just a minute. But what I'd like to do is first, who am I going to give to first? Pretty good.
Hello. So those who don't know me,
this is Jeff Kofer.
the person least needful of this microphone, I think. But anyway, I'm what they call the chartered organization representative for the Troop 606. Knew that we had a Boy Scout and Cub Scout pack. And Girl Scouts, absolutely. Through the BSA, I'm only associated with the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts. The Girl Scouts are a separate thing that are an awesome organization as well. We've got some of them around here too. But anyway, with our pack, we've got our committee chairs, our scoutmasters, and everyone else. And I'm just going to sort of hand this off. Because I really don't know what to say. I'm prepared to talk on the next segment. But what we'll do is kind of get some words from our scoutmasters and so forth, and bring up all the kids for some recognition.
Well, I'm Stephanie Hurley, and I am a Webelos Den leader on the Cub Scout side, and I am the committee chair on the troop side. So I actually work with both units. Been in scouting now for about 6 years, I think. About that.
I've been scouting for like 5 months. So. Yeah. So I'm Jeff Deptola. I'm the Cub Master for the Pack 609, which is kindergarten through 5th grade.
Good morning. I'm James with Troop 606. I'm the Scout Master for 606. And what I do have is I have other leaders here that I'd like to introduce. From our council, our corps, and then our previous Scoutmaster, which is Rick Figueroa. Thank you. I also have our advancement chair, which is Sean Marin, and that pretty much goes with this Troop 606. We're here to help you guys anytime you need anything. And of course, our committee chair already introduced herself. If you guys ever need anything, just give us a hand, give us a call. And then I'm going to introduce you to the PAC committee chair.
My name is Katie. I'm the PAC committee chair. We do, like Jeff said, we have kindergarten through 5th grade, boys and girls. We have about 40 scouts in our PAC. And I've been scouting for 7 years? 7 years? Probably 7 years. So I have a scout in the pack and I have a scout in the troop. And I just want to point out, Maggie did not stand up, but she's our Ryan leader. And Nicole did not come up. She works with the pack and the troop on the committee on both ends. And Mr. Santiago did not come up. He's actually our assistant cub master and outdoor activity chair. You guys want to stand up real quick? microphone, but she is a Weebelo leader for our 4th grade boys and girls.
Can we give a hand to they commit many time and hours in putting on a great program for our kids and Safe Place, and they do a great job in the community and the different things that they're involved with, and they represent the Scouts well, and they represent this church well wherever they go. So I only hear great things out of it when I see all that. And what I like to do is I want to bring. Are there a few of them prepared to say something? I love all the Scouts. If y'all can come up down here on this step, just come on. I love you. Yeah. Okay. Mostly out of space. All right, so this is a representation of those that were in our group. And what I wanted to do is, we've done this each year, and to, you just want to start with you, you're ready to go? Just what the Scouts have meant to you.
Scouting has meant to me being able to be with all my friends, able to hang out with them, go on campouts, and get to know them more. The longer I've been with them, the more they started feeling like family and more like brothers. They've always been there for me, and I will always be there for them.
Scouting for me is just kind of, I've been in the troop for a while, and it's just been a great experience how to be a leader and just kind of learn how to prepare for the future with leadership skills that you can learn.
They do the same thing adults do when they come by with a microphone. If I don't make eye contact with them, No, if anybody else want to say what your favorite thing about Scouts? Did you want to say? What's your favorite thing about Scouts?
My favorite thing about Scouts is that we get to play with our friends and make new ones.
Awesome. We're so glad to hear it.
I just wanted to say that I think Cub Scouting is a fun way to be outdoors and have more interactive ways instead of sitting down on your butt all day and playing video games.
Hey guys, so I started my journey with the church and the youth through our youth group, which was a perfect segue. Thank you. I didn't even plant that. And I was been associated with the youth group since Moby was a minnow, it seems like. Because a lot of the kids I started with are out of college and they're having kids of their own now, and it's real special. This was an opportunity about 2 years ago for me to come over to the Scouts. And one of my big goals was to try to show the congregation what great kids they are, which is really easy to do because you see them with breakfast with Santa, breakfast with the Easter Bunny, in everything they do, the Scouts are always there to help us. But we've just recently did a new program called it's a religious medal that's sponsored through a lot of different things, not just the BSA, but the Girl Scouts as well, and some other organizations. So there was a special curriculum that we had. One was designed for the Cub Scouts, and one was designed for the older boys. And so we had a small, we'll call it beta testing group from each of them to where they went through, and we thought that it would be like 8 sessions. Okay, we check the boxes, we do these things. It was much more involved than that, and in a good way, because we really got to do some deep diving with both groups. And with the Cub Scouts, it was God and family, so it really pulled out the connection between us and our families and God. And with the boys, it was God and the church, which really brought them closer to Jesus and what that means and how that's going to transition into our life going forward. So at this point, I would like to have all of the boys from both the pack and the troop and their parents to come up, and we can talk a little bit more about this program.
Which boys? The ones that were the only ones?
Yeah, the boys that were in the program and their parents. So, the first is with if we could have the Cub Scouts sort of come down here on the first rung with their parents close by. What was oh, come on there. Well, this is a great little insight into the program. Last night, they had what they call a blue and gold banquet for the Cub Scouts, which this entire sanctuary, you would not believe, it was Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, all the way down to the schnozberries looking like schnozberries on the wall, and photo booths, and you would not believe, Jeannie, my wife with Children's Ministry, has been already trying to recruit them for Vacation Bible School. But anyway, they had a crossover ceremony where Eric here crossed over from the world of Cub Scouts to the world of the Boy Scout troop, which was a really good ceremony. So he wasn't sure which one that he should be with, but he went through this Cub Scout program. And what did we do with our program?
We made a pizza for family and God.
So how does what's a pizza anything like religion?
Ingredients in those.
Very good. And I put him on the spot. I didn't give him any time to prepare. So what it was is basically, you know, we started with the foundation, which was the crust, and that meant special things. And then the sauce was different parts of our family and our heritage. And then the cheese was the people in our lives and our families in our lives. Yeah, that's right. See, the cheese actually was, the toppings were our family and their talents, and the cheese, yeah, the 10 Commandments and the rules. And so when we're done, they've got their projects out there, and they'd be more than happy to sort of show you the details of those. But what I'd like to do now is present these medals to you. So for successfully completing all of the requirements in the God and Family program, I would like to present your medals. Oh. Oh. Congratulations. 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 And then if your parents could put those on your left sleeve pocket. So, yeah, so while they do this, so for the past 6 weeks, we've been meeting here from 4 to 5 before Troop 606. All right. So, when the Cub Scouts were leaving, we'd have the Boy Scouts come over. And generally, I was wrapping things up with the Cub Scouts, and we could never really get our 5 o'clock start time just perfect. So the Boy Scouts, as you know, our youth group meets here, and they start at about 5 o'clock, so they were joining the youth group. And then the week after, they decided to, play the game with the youth group because they found this great Gaga ball. So then they found out that, you get food at youth group? Well, we want to stay for dinner, so they had the dinner with the youth group. And then we went back and we did a lot of really fun and really meaningful projects. We did a lot of deep diving and reading the Bible. They were committed to reading the Bible every single day. And you guys did that, right? Very good, very good. And they had to do 3 different video projects. And they're too long and intense to kind of show you that now, but we are going to upload both of these videos that they did on the church site, as well as the Boy Scout Facebook site, so that anyone can go on and see the hard work that these guys really, really did. Where it really warms my heart is, after these badges get put on them, and actually, let's go ahead and get the parents to start putting those on. So anyway, with when we were shaking hands, did you notice how we shook with our left hand instead of our right hand? Does anyone know why the Scouts do that? Just the Boy Scouts. Because the left hand is closer to your heart. So it's always a heartfelt greeting. And that was something, I'm an Eagle Scout, and I'm embarrassed to say I didn't know that. They had to teach me that. But speaking of teaching, in these programs, I get out of it just as much, if not more, than the kids. Each one of them really surprised me in how seriously they took this. Each one of them did a great job in their own rights and are turning out to be, wonderful men. And these parents really did a great job putting those on really quick.
Different. They weren't flipped in like the Cub Scout ones were.
There you go. So, would anyone like to sort of speak for the group on what they got from this? So, Parker, I'm going to give it to him. It wasn't said before, he's the senior patrol leader to where Troop 606 is a boy-run troop. So they vote on their own officers. They meet the senior patrol leader, his assistant patrol leaders. They meet independently on their own time, and they plan what they're going to study, what merit badges they're going to do. It truly is a boy-run troop, and he is the senior patrol leader.
So yeah, like you said, we just kind of communed with the youth group, which was awesome. We played games with them. We ate with them. It was really fun just talking with them, and then we would go back and then we would study the word, and it was just all super fun. And then we would meet up on like a Saturday or something and work on the video, and it was just all a great time to build better bonds with everyone. It was fun.
So if we could have one more big round of applause for and you guys can take a seat. And then Donna around here? Oh, wow, I was gonna, they're in the plate. So Donna, she is the commissioner from council, and she's got a big responsibility, not with just troops from our church, but she has troops and packs from churches all over the area, and I'll let her talk about that.
First of all, I want to thank the church for their support for Scouting. It has been phenomenal. The program for Scouting mirrors very much my Christian belief. The mission of the Scouts is to prepare young people to make moral and ethical decisions throughout their lifetime, teaching them morals and values. The religious award is amazing in combining the two together. And Jeff has taken upon himself to be the first one for Troop 606 and for the PAC to present these awards to the youth. And I really appreciate all that he has done and the support that he's gotten. Because of that, I'd like to give him mentorship pins for being a religious leader and for helping the Scouts go through this program.
She's like a duck in the water.
Now, Scouts, we do it right here, and then I do a hug.
No one was expecting me to come up here today, so this is impromptu. I just wanted to say I should say who I am. My name is Liz, and I am Eric's mommy. Eric is the one that crossed over from Cub Scouts to Boy Scouts last night. So we attended I don't know exactly what you call it, but the
SS Family Worship.
Yes, thank you. That right before, and it was fantastic. I loved it. That was super cute and very a great way to teach the kids different lessons. But going in hand with what was taught today about serving others and doing it without recognition. This troop has been basic for us because we have our own challenges at home with children with extra special needs and medical needs. That it makes it very hard to attend these things. And we have leaders, Jeff, Stephanie, Katie, all of you, even other scouts that help us make sure that Eric keeps being involved because he really loves it. And sometimes it's transportation issue or just being here, or I can't make it on the camping trips. So I just want, even though they don't need the recognition, they do it without being recognized. I do want to recognize them. So how important that is to us just made a huge difference. So thanks, guys.